The old box within a box routine. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Figure Depot. Today, take a little trip with me back to Christmas 1989. The launch of the ToyBiz Batman toy line from the 1989 Batman film starring Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and Kim Basinger as the lovely Vicky Vale. And we have here the Batwing, which is Batman's jet, featured in that film, and in this new style packaging with the gold comic print with the purple banner with gold stars at the top and purple writing complete with bat logos and insignias and lettering. Trigger activated villain cruncher feature, and it also comes with 2 firing missiles. I purchased this off of eBay. I had this originally and had to sell it several years ago, and so I'm just now getting it back into my collection. There's a look at the front of the box. On the top of the box, we see a promo image of the vehicle, and you can see in the promo image it's a very high gloss, but the actual vehicle was a flat, nice flat finish. So then we have on the side the villain crunching feature, just a plain white design on the side with some lettering and different things. And then on the back we have featured an image here, which is again that nice comic print with a black and white drawing of the jet, displaying the opening canopy and the different molded details in the cockpit, as well as the firing little darts. And they are not like they appear on the cover of the box, but are actually a suction tip vinyl dart. So there's that. On the bottom we have more of the same. So let's get this thing open and see what's inside. Alright, so here are all the components out of the package. We do have our decals for the cockpit and these wing emblems, which I'm not going to put on it because they don't actually appear on it in the film. So I'd rather leave them off. And yeah. But you also get these screws, which will screw the trigger into the bottom, which I'm also going to leave off for the moment. The trigger mechanism here operates the little pinchers that come out the front where he grabs the balloons and flies off in the film. I will not be installing that right away. And these are the wings. I will be putting those on, of course. And you can see they've got some nice detail, different line work and stuff on there to kind of add some detail. Nowhere near as detailed as the Kenner one that came out. This is of course ToyBiz, which was 1989. Whenever Batman Returns came out, Kenner launched some of theirs, and maybe even before. I think it was with Batman Returns, right around the time of Batman Returns, or maybe shortly before, they put out a series of vehicles that had the more detail, a lot more detail, but the cockpit was a little smaller, I think, and I know it definitely on the Batmobile. From ToyBiz to Kenner, they downsized the cockpit from a 2-seater to a 1-seater, so a lot of changes from 89 to when Batman came out versus when Batman Returns came out. These darts here have disintegrated, and they're leaving a real nasty sticky film all over my hands, so I'm just going to put these in a Ziploc and put them away for safekeeping, but I will not be using them with the vehicle because I don't want to get that residue all over everything. Alright, let's put this bad boy together. You can see here we have the center portion, which has a hole in the bottom for the trigger, which, as I mentioned previously, I'm not going to install just yet because I want to get some pictures without it like sticking up in the air like that, which is how it will sit once that's installed. You have these wing panels. There's a little guide right here that shows you where to connect them alongside this piece here. So we'll go ahead and slide that into place as directed. and it snaps right in. And these can pop on and off. I remember as a child taking them on and off multiple times. I was very inquisitive and always trying to deconstruct things, and my son is the same exact way. So here is our Batmobile completely assembled, and how it would have appeared in the film. Again, the Batman logos actually go here and here, but I'm not going to put mine on there because that's not how it would have appeared in the film. So as you can see, I have my ToyBiz Batmobile in the back here, and I did customize it. It did not come with a hatch with a roof, and so I manufactured one. And you can see I took the Batmobile, or the Batman logos, off of the side because they were present there also on the toy. I did paint the headlights yellow because, again, in the film they were yellow. And so I also added some tail lights and some exhaust tips on the back, and one of my tail lights has fallen off, so I gotta go find it and super glue it back on. But anyway, there's that. And so we'll set him aside for now and get another close-up look at the main event here. So just coming in a little closer as we look at some of the details, you can see it's very smooth. It's a nice flat plastic finish. A little bit of dust on there. This listing on eBay said that this was not opened, so that it had not been opened, but the tape had popped just because of time, it decaying. But it was very obvious when I got it open that it had been cut open and had pulled out and kind of checked out. Part of that evidence is some scratching here on the cockpit hood. You can tell that it has been handled some. So liar liar, pants on fire. But anyway, no big deal. The one, if I had still had my original one, it would have been in much worse shape than this one currently is. Looking inside, you can see the cockpit detail, lots of little switches and panels, and I may go back in and paint some of that just to kind of bring it out, bring it to life some. It does have the cockpit decal. I went ahead and installed that on there, so that's the decal that came with it for the cockpit. But like I said, I'll probably go in and add some different colored to those switches and things inside there just to kind of dress it up a little bit. It does have the cannons here on the front, which are for the darts that I showed you previously. And the way you fire those is you pull back these guys right here and they'll snap in place, and then there's a release trigger right here on the bottom that you punch to fire them. So you'd set your dart, pull it back, and then boom, fire. So neat little feature, easy to operate. The wings and everything all in good condition. He's got these little fins here on the bottom and then on the top. Usually these are missing if you buy one that is out of the box. So I got a real good price on this. It was basically $105 shipped, and to find one in the box still, you're more often than not going to pay closer to $200 or up. And then to find one loose with all the pieces present that isn't beat half to death is very unlikely and rare. So I think I did pretty well for this. I did a custom Batman here, and I'd like to look at him real fast. Again, I think I've shown him before in other videos. Come on, camera. Thank you. So there's Batman. This was a Kenner one, so this is not ToyBiz. I have a ToyBiz one on the way. I did, of course, have one originally, and again, I had to sell it because of some financial hardships, but slowly piecing it back together. So this was a Kenner Batman that would have released later the following year, and I made a custom cape for him, nice and big and flowy, and with a hole in the top so it could cinch down over the figure and not have that big funky clip on there that we typically see. So he can be displayed with the cape closed or opened, either way. And sorry, I got a phone call right in the middle when I was talking. I don't know where it cut off. So we will put him inside the cockpit here and see how he fits. The ToyBiz one is a little bit larger, so he should fit in there just fine. Let's see. Get his cape tucked in around in here. Slide him down in there. That cape is huge. The cape would not have been anywhere near as large, but yeah, he fits in there fine, and everything closes up good. He's just buried underneath that cape, but anyway, fits great. I do remember my ToyBiz one fitting fine as well. So there's a look at the Kenner one, though. They were fairly close in size, but the Kenner ones were just a hair smaller. So there is a look at the 1989 Batwing and Batmobile. I hope you enjoyed it. Look here soon, I'm gonna be making some custom capes to go with my my larger scale Batman figures. And I found some fabric that's just like the Mezco fabric that they use with their Batmans, that has that real synthetic leather feel on one side and then has a nice stitched, you know, underside. And I'm going to be making up a bunch of capes for my 1/12 scale Batman figures, probably including this guy right here. In fact, I'm probably going to take the cape that's on him off and use it as my template to make some more. So be looking for those. In the near future, I'll do a review on them, and I'll also review my custom Vicky Vale figure back there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please go over to my Instagram, and if you want to check out some of my action figure photography and see some close-up photos of different figures and things. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.